Hi everyone, and welcome back to Take 10. Today we are on Chapter 4, and we're talking about feelings and conflict, and specifically we're going to talk about anger. But to get things started, first I want to do a little activity to get our wiggles out. Okay, so everyone can stay seated in their chairs, but I want you to just follow the motions that I do and be mindful of your neighbors around you, okay? So the first thing I want us to do is to stretch our arms up to the sky and wiggle your fingers. Stretch. Next, I want you to turn to the right and stretch your back. And then go the other way and stretch your back. And then we're going to roll our necks slowly, nice and easy. And then go the other way. And the last thing we're going to do is just take a deep breath, okay? So breathe in, and then breathe out. Good job, everyone. All right. I want you to get settled in your seats. So today we're going to talk about our feelings. And I know many of you have probably seen the movie Inside Out. And these are all the different characters from Inside Out, and they represent different emotions. So today we're going to be talking about why it's important for us to recognize our emotions. And the emotion we're going to talk about specifically today is anger. Okay? So I'd like you to turn to your neighbor and tell them what makes you happy. So when you experience happiness, what makes you happy? Turn to your neighbor. It can just be one thing. All right, now turn to your neighbor and tell them something that makes you sad. Good job. Now I want you to turn to your neighbor and share with them something that makes you angry. Good job. All right. So when we're angry, that's one of the most common emotions we have when we experience conflict. So remember, conflict is simply a disagreement between two or more people, and it's super common and very normal. But oftentimes we can feel angry. I want you to show me the face you make when you're angry. What does your face look like when you're angry? Maybe your eyebrows are scrunched, maybe your face turns kind of red, or your fists are clenched. So today, we're going to talk about how anger is not a bad emotion, but what's most important is how we respond to anger. So there are good ways of responding to anger, and there are bad ways of responding. And it's important to notice how our body is feeling when we're angry. Today, we're going to read a story called Today I Feel Silly, and this is about all of the different emotions that we all experience. So in this story, a little girl is feeling lots of different emotions because a lot of different things happened to her during that day. So as you're listening to the story, I want you to see if you recognize any of the emotions that she's feeling. So have you ever felt any of the emotions that this little girl has felt? Okay? So listen closely as we read this story.
Today, I feel silly, and other moods that make my day, by Jamie Lee Curtis. This book is illustrated by Laura Cornell. Today, I feel silly. Mom says it's the heat. I put rouge on the cat and gloves on my feet. I ate noodles for breakfast and pancakes at night. I dressed like a star and was quite a sight. Today my mood's bad. I feel grumpy and mean. I picked up my room and it still isn't clean. I forgot to feed Franny and water the fern. And the cocoa I'm making is starting to burn. Today I am angry. You better stay clear. My face, it's all pinched and red ear to ear. My friends had a play date. They left me out. My feelings are hurt. I want to shout. Today I am joyful. My mood is first rate. My friend's sleeping over. She says she can't wait. My freckles are popping. The sun is so bright. I ran in the relay with all of my might. Today, I'm confused. My life's getting hairy. Sam says he's my boyfriend, but he also likes Mary. My mom told my father he might be a dad. I might get a brother. I'm not sure if I'm glad. Today, I am quiet. My mom understands. She gave me 2 ice creams, and then we held hands. We went to the movies, and then had a bite. I cried just a little, and then I felt all right. Today, I'm excited. There's so much to do. I'm going to sell cookies and lemonade too. I'm starting a club to go clean up the park. And I've got a big crush on my new teacher named Mark. Today, I am cranky, so nothing seems right. I have diarrhea and I broke my new kite. Mom dyed her hair orange. My dad shaved his beard. My tooth came in crooked. This family is so weird. Today, I am lonely. I feel so small. My auntie's away. I wish that she'd call. My mom's working late. My dad has the flu. And although I've got stuff, I've got nothing to do. Today I am happy. I'm walking on air. I learned how to knit and to French braid my hair. I did my first solo in hip hop and jazz. This day's been so great. I am full of pizzazz. Today I'm discouraged and frustrated. See, I tried rollerblading and fell on my knee. I really want straight hair, but mine's curly Q. Should I cut it or grow it? Oh, what should I do? Today, I am sad. My mood's heavy and gray. There's a frown on my face, and it's been there all day. My best friend and I had a really big fight. She said that I tattled, and I know that she's right. Today, my mood's great. It's the absolute best. I rode a 2-wheeler and I passed my math test. I played soccer at recess and we won the game. I sang in the show and parents, they both came. I'd rather feel silly, excited, or glad than cranky or grumpy, discouraged, or sad. But moods are just something that happen each day. Whatever I'm feeling inside is okay. How do you feel today? I hope that you enjoyed Today I Feel Silly and Other Moods That Make My Day by Jamie Lee Curtis.
So as you can see, it's very normal to experience lots of different emotions depending on what happens during your day. And it's important that we recognize what those emotions are and we understand them. And something that's important about recognizing your emotions is that 1, it can help us control our emotions better. And 2, if we're facing conflict and we know why we're angry or why we're sad, it can help us solve the conflict better because we're able to talk about it better. So what I want us to practice today is knowing and understanding what we're feeling today. So in your activity journal, on chapter 4, there's a worksheet that looks like this. And it says, today I feel, and on that line, I want you to write down what emotion you may be feeling today. And there's 4 different slots for you to do this. So maybe you've only felt 2 emotions today, or maybe you felt more. Just pick a couple of emotions that you felt, and then underneath, you're gonna draw a picture of yourself and what you look like when you feel that specific emotion, okay? So you're gonna do this after the video is over in your activities journal, all right? And as a reminder, it's totally okay and normal to experience lots of different emotions, just like we saw in the book. That little girl had lots of different emotions. And there's good ways of responding to emotions and bad ways of responding. And next week we're going to talk about anger more specifically and good ways to respond versus some bad ways to respond, okay? So my challenge for you this week is to pay extra special attention to some of the feelings and emotions that you have and notice how you deal with those emotions, okay? And then the next time we're together, we're going to talk about good ways of dealing with our anger. And I'll give you a hint, it has to do with the Take 10 slogan. Okay, thank you all for paying such good attention today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.